Well, hello everybody. It's Tuesday. Bring that a bit closer so you can see my ugly mug. It's Tuesday, late afternoon, and it's the 1st of August. And if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see I've been whittling on about being rather excited. And that's because it's the first day of my new ticket on Gaunts Lake's Syndicate. And I'm on Gaunts to start with, because that's where the biggest fish is. And we're all after big fish, aren't we? So I started on here. After doing a bit from 4 in the morning till about 11 at night last night to catch up. Got here, slept in the back of the van, well tried to, didn't get much sleep due to it being fucking uncomfortable across 3 chairs. And yeah, got here, crack of light, about 4:45. Came straight to Gaunts and had a walk round. There was only 4 anglers on. Fished very well at the weekend, up at the top end of the lake. And a boy had 17 fish. But it's a lovely, lovely 3 lakes. Gaunts is just lovely, fully tree lined. Oh, it's just yeah, it's lovely. So I'll turn you round, so excuse this. Oh, where we going? Come on. Ah, there we go. See you later. So this is my swim, peg number 19, known as the car park, because it's right next to a car park, as they say. It wasn't out of laziness, it was because I came here and I saw fish down here this morning. I saw fish up at the top end right enough, but I saw fish, quite a few fish, and there's a southwesterly blowing in, as you can possibly see. We'll try and, I'm not very good at this, am I? Right, that's better. So as you can see, the wind is pumping in to this little bay here. It's not too weedy. I found a lovely little spot, but I'm not going to tell you where for obvious reasons. Right, okay, excuse me while I pan you back to my ugly mug. There we go. So I found a lovely spot, and I put about 20 spoms of particle out straight away, the power particle from mainline, obviously, with some chopped up prototype sweet in there, and I'm basically fishing it linear style, the same strain of fish as over in St John's Manor, Hardwick, blah blah blah. So I'm fishing it the same style as that to begin with, and see what that can produce. So like I say, I've not really gone majorly in. 20 spoms, got 2 rods smack bang on the area. Only a small area, probably what, 6 foot by 4 foot. And I've got another one on an adjustable zig, which I keep on moving, different depths. Or should I say, I'll keep on moving at different depths just to see. We've tried black, that hasn't worked so far, so we're now on red. Same sort of colourings. It's very similar to St John's. It's very similar to all of them, to be truthful with you. Crystal clear. That blue kind of tingy to the water, but not too blue, that you probably find on Oxleys and B1. So I've gone with red. Now I'll keep moving it up. So yeah, like I say, I've just gone with a standard Ronnie rig with a yellow tiny 11mm pop-up over the top. Might try the old diamond whites to see if that works, and I'm thinking about actually moving across to that the double chod. Stiff filament one. That was like a satellite delay there, wasn't it? So yeah, so I've not unpacked everything because I might move, but I've been seeing fish here since I've come back, and so they're still down here. Sorry, do that, that's a coffee one, that is. Rather than the tea. It's a coffee. You know what? Ever since I've started doing this, I've never had a take on camera while I've been chatting. It's a bit of a pain. Well, it's not a pain, but... So yeah, so I've put the particle in, I can see bubbling. It's a little bit past, it's a little bit over the other side. But everyone seems friendly enough. Spoke to a couple of guys that were on today. Well, 3 guys that I've spoke to. So it's 25 acres. I think there's 500 fishing. There's an island through the centre, kind of halfway up the lake. Goes on for about, I'd say 100 yards, maybe less than that. So yeah, so the wind's to blow south, southerly, westerly, south-southwesterly, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be predominantly coming down into this bay or coming across to me. So I think we're in the right area. Well, we'll see, won't we? But so yeah, so that's where we are this time. I know it's not day ticket. We're back on a Syndicate again, but we'll carry on the day ticket thing. Needless to say, I'm not going to spend all my time here or all my time at Windsor. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, I think, but definitely carry on the day ticket thing, because I enjoy the day ticket angling. I do. So that's where we are at the minute. I think on the next one, probably tomorrow, I'll talk to you through the camera equipment that I use. It's not overly expensive. The camera, it's a decent camera. But yeah, we should talk about that tomorrow. Maybe this evening if I get a little bit bored or don't catch anything. But I'm obviously trying to watch the lake and see what's going on. And try and work out what the fish are doing. And see if I can trip one up. Not expecting to catch, to be truthful with you. First visit to a new venue. You know what I mean? So you've got to work it out, haven't you? But it would be nice. We're doing 48 hours. It's the wife's birthday on Friday, and she doesn't think I'm going to be there in the morning, but I am. Because she's got nobody to go out for a breakfast with. She wants to go to Boston Teapot in Stratford upon Avon, but she's got no one to go with because everyone's doing something, so I'm going to surprise her, because she said she was going to go there on her own with the kids. We can't have that, can we? So, plus it gets me brownie points. So yeah, so 48 hours and then we're back up the road again, and then I'm on holiday for 2 weeks. So I think I'm going to actually take some fishing gear with it, because we're going down to Devon. I believe there's a little lake down there, so I'm going to take the boys, I think, and we might even take the camcorder as well. see if we can get the boys catching some little fish, because Ollie's desperate to go with me. Yes, so right, well, I shall sign out, and I'll speak to you all later. Cheers then, bye. Well, morning everyone. It's Wednesday morning, and we've managed to get one. So really pleased about that. And she's a lovely mid-20 common, so not a bad way to start your account off on a new water. A few bits of damage which will clear up before she goes back from obviously spawning. They look quite fresh. But yeah, over the moon. It's always nice to get off the mark with that one. I think she's a little bit spawned out. She's quite soft around the belly. She's not happy, are you, sweetheart? Eh? Not happy at getting caught, are you? No. Oh. So there she is. Gaunts Lake, mid-20. Like I say, really pleased. Caught over the mainline power particle hemp with some tiger nuts in it, mixed with the coconut kind of condensed milk stick mix. A few diamond whites in there as well, from the range, and a 15mm my diamond white special over the top, on the new rig as well. So like I say, really pleased to get off the mark, and yeah, hopefully for a few more. Okay, cheers then, thanks a lot, see you later. Buzz in. Yes. Well, morning everybody. Wednesday morning, and managed to get off the mark this morning with a lovely mid-20 common. There's a huge southwesterly blowing in at the minute. Southwesterly, huge, blowing into this bay, and it looks absolutely pucker for a few more, but unfortunately I have to pack up and go. Well, not pack up, but bring the rods in, and away I go for the day, and then I'll be back. So there's a fair chunk of food gone out to him today. I'm just hoping that they stay here on this wind, because it looks absolutely ideal for a fish. It really does. I've not had anything on the zig. It's come off the bottom. The old faithful diamond white, which obviously have been glugged. I don't know whether I've told you how I glug them before, have I? Or not? I'll tell you again. With a capful of mainline blackcurrant flavouring, a capful of Sweet Aid or Zig liquid just to take that harshness away, and then a generous helping of Goo Wonderberry white. Leave that to soak in. When they're all wet, I take them out, dry them all out, and I do the process again. I'll probably do that twice, because in my opinion I think you can possibly over flavour if I did it again, so I think twice is just nice. And like I say, it's just been the power particle with a bit, the power tiger knot and power particle tiger knot, the power spawn, power hemp, with the stick mix coconut condensed milk, I think it is, or condensed milk coconut, one of the two, can't mind now, and some of the the hell are they called? Mine's gone blank. It's not the freezer bait, it's the ordinary bait. That's so the impact range of the diamond white and some salty squid in there as well. It's a better prototype, sweet in there as well, but not too much. So yeah, so I thought I would have had one last night, to be truthful with you. I thought one would have come quicker. I know I said I didn't expect to catch, but is that true? Perhaps that was me just being a bit cautious. But no, I thought I would have had one last night. I know the boy opposite me, he had one about 1 o'clock in the morning, seeing his head torch on. So yeah, but I'm hoping when we get back the fish have moved down here. There'll be no lines in the water, but there'll be food. So I'm hoping they'll have moved in here big time. But we'll see. So like I say, lovely to get off the mark, buzzing to get off the mark. And yeah, we'll see when we get back. Alrighty. Right, I'll catch you later guys and girls. Bye bye. Well, evening everyone, back at the lake. Got the rods back out. Two back on the area where I had that one fish from this morning. I've decided to take the zig off and put one just off it on the left hand side. So it's just off the area. Whacked out a water particle this morning before I left, and then I've just put out about 5 kilo of shelf life diamond white and salty squid over the top. So whilst nothing's happening, I thought I would talk to you about the camera stuff that I use. The camera that I'm recording on at the minute, that does all my recordings, is just a bog standard camcorder. There's no point in getting 4K if you're going to put it onto YouTube, because it condenses it down to 1080 HD, so what's the point in spending the money on 4K when you don't really need it? So, and that model number is, excuse me, what's the model number? Where the hell is it? Oh, it's on the back of it here. Hey. HFR, Liegra HFR. Right, so it's a Canon Liegra HFR 476, I think. Yeah, that was it. So that's what I do for that. For all my release shots, everything like that, my underwater, I use the Water Wolf. You can use it as an inline setup, but I don't bother. I just use that for all my water shots. Right, now on to the main one. I've got two cameras. I've got a Nikon D3300 with a big zoom lens on it, which I use for all my product shots, scenic shots, things like that. And then for all my pictures of fish, I've got the Nikon. It's not even raining, that's just the wind taking it off the trees, because we're right under the trees where the peg is. And then for all my pictures of fish, I've got a Nikon 5500. That is fitted with a 35mm lens, and on top of the lens I've got like a filter which kind of darkens things down. Now I use the settings of the following. The ISO, I generally on a day like this, which is quite overcast, use at about 100 ISO, focal point of about 5.6, and then basically what I do then is I play about with I don't even know what that bit's called. It's the bit on the left that goes up and down. It does. So with the button there, and generally with this one you've got like a level meter, light leveler, that's what it is, that thing there, and I play around with that, and you've got a light meter which basically, if you continue to spin round, what it does is it'll line it up and that'll move, and generally when you've got it smack bang in the middle, that's when you know that you're about right. So keep playing about with it, and that's what I use for all my pictures. It is connected to that. I have what we call an intervalometer, which is this thing here. Basically it's a digital timer, and what you do is you can plug it in to the side of the camera. This particular one is a Photex TR90, not expensive but an awesome bit of kit. And if you want decent photos of your fish, two things, or three things I would say, well nah, maybe three things, nah, two. You've got to have a half decent camera. Nikon are pretty good, you can pick some good ones up for about between, I think you can pick a 3300 up for about 250, 300. Oh, there's somebody left a rig on the floor there. That's a hinge diff, so we'll put that in the bin when I finish this, so we'll leave that there. And the 5500 is an awesome, but the most important thing is the lens. Now if you get one which can interchange lens, I would go, I'm no professional at this, this is all what I've been taught by a couple of the guys, Jack Funnell and Rob Burgess, and apparently 35mm lens is the one to go, so that's what I would say. And one of these. I fish a lot on my own. I would say 90% of my fishing is on my own, so I need to be able to take decent photographs, and photographs is always what's let me down in the past. My pictures have been shite, to be truthful with you, but now I feel as if they're getting there. So basically what this is, you plug it into the side, you turn it on, and what you have, you can set it up for the delay, how long, and the interval, and the number. So basically the delay I've got set up as 20. So when I press that top right hand button, I have 20 seconds to get and hold the fish. The good thing about the D5500 is it's got a flip round screen, and if you can afford it, get one. They're invaluable. So basically when I'm holding the fish, I can see myself. So the delay is 20 seconds. You can set that from 0, you can set up to 999 if you want. And that's how long, when you press the timer, it will take a picture. You can also do time-lapse. I've got it long as in 6 pictures, so it will take 6 pictures. And the interval in between each picture being taken is 5 seconds. So what happens is you press the button, the start, it will start counting down from 20. After 20 seconds it will take a picture, and then 5 seconds later it will take another picture, 5 seconds, blah blah blah. And you can set as many photos, not as many as you want, I think you can do up to 100 photos, and you can set the interval in between each photo. What it also does is, because as most people know, with if you're taking pictures with the Nikons with auto and manual focus, you have to do the focus in auto to get your picture. Once you've done that, you switch it over to manual, and that focal point then won't change when it retakes a picture. Whereas this, you don't have to do that. This will focus no matter, so if you're holding the fish like this against your chest, it'll focus before it takes a picture. You push the fish out, it'll refocus again to take the picture, so the pictures will never be out of focus, which is absolutely a must. Like I say, brilliant bit of kit. I've never had one before, I don't know, but that's what happens when you go out with the big boys on the lakes. You get to find things, they get to tell you things, all sorts of stuff. So that's generally what I use for all my photography, and it's just a matter of playing about with it, really and truthfully. I mess about when it's nice, and I take some product shots, some things of the the rods and the pods and all this sort of stuff, and just generally messing about until you get it right with the blurry background but the crisp sharp, and that's the good thing about the zoom lens that I've got. That's awesome for doing product shots, it really is. So that's what I use, and that's what I would recommend. Cameras are coming down in price now. I think there's a big difference between like whole frame and all that sort of stuff, which I know absolutely naff all about. I just know that the camera that I've got is a decent one. It takes some quality pictures. So hopefully something will happen tonight. It's the last night, packing up tomorrow. But we'll see how, I put part of cart this morning, but put a bit of boilie out to see how they react with that, because obviously I'm still learning about the lake. I've only been on the lake 24 hours and not even been fishing that. So, like I say, that's what I use to take my photographs and my videoing and underwater videoing. I don't really see the point in a GoPro anymore. I don't. Not when you've got all these things here. If you've got a Water Wolf, obviously you'll know. If you haven't and you're thinking about one, you have to download. I think it's VLC software, and that's the only one that they recommend to play back. So you download that, and then you can convert it to whatever you want to convert it to on your PC, and then obviously you can edit it in your software and all that. So that's that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll come back to you with the fish. If not, I'll give you an update tomorrow morning before I leave. Alrighty, catch you later. Bye bye. Morning guys and girls and fellow pinguinis. I can't believe I've not caught another fish. I can't. Sitting right on the end of this big southerly, south-southwesterly, and the bobbins have remained motionless yesterday evening throughout the night and this morning, and I'm a bit dumbfounded, to be fair. I am. It's been a big wind as well. It has. Everything looks cock on for a fish. And I've caught hee-haw. I'm a bit bemused. Didn't hear as many fish crash last night, but I don't know whether that was due to the wind and obviously the rain that was coming down. Don't know. But you've got to be in it to win it, I suppose. I thought I would have had another one. I really did. I thought I would have had another one. I was expecting too much. I was playing about with a new rig as well. Again, nothing revolutionary, but a bit added extra onto the Ronnie rig. So we'll see how that goes over the next couple of months, and then I'll give you a little insight to it. I've got to say, I'm using this Mirage, Gardening Mirage fluorocarbon in 14. It's spooled on nicely, and when I got here, put it round one of the distant sticks and walked it out. Probably about 100 yards, something like that. Give it a good tug, if you pardon the expression. Stretch it out, take a little bit of memory out of it, and I mean, I'm only casting 12¼ wraps, so I'm not going mammoth distance with it, but not used fluorocarbon for quite a while, and it amazed me the noise that it makes when it's coming off the spool. It's like a fucking tow rope coming off. But I spooled it up on the 6000 spools that you get for the Shimano mags. I think 300 meters went on it just absolutely perfect. I think 300 meters is 290 odd yards. Hold on, I'll Google that shit. Well, I'll just kick the thing. So bear with me. How much is 300 meters in yards? It'll take forever to load up because the signal isn't that good. Is it 200 meters on the spool? $218 yards. So I'm never going to cast that far with fluoro. That was a bit unprofessional, wasn't it? Was it 200 or was it 300? Must have been 200. Must have been 200, which is 218 yards. So which is plenty. So yeah, really impressed with that. Sinks like a brick. It was nice casting. So yeah, if you're looking for a fluorocarbon, yeah man. So there's not really much else to report. I don't know whether I've put too much boil in. But it's all about learning, isn't it? On new waters. And maybe that's what killed it. I put too much bait in. But we shall see. We shall see. So yeah, nothing much to report. Sorry about that. A bit boring, I know. But yeah. I'll come back to you later. Cheers then. Bye bye now. Well, hi all, that's me, finished up now, on my way home, didn't have any more, but learned a lot. I was speaking to a boy before I left regarding the lake. There's been a member on there for 5 years, and yeah, got a bit of info from him. Well, I hope it's not kind of fucking lies, but you never know. So yeah, off on holiday now for 2 weeks, and will be back. Lessons learnt on there, some information, the topography of the lake. So yeah, we'll see what happens next time I'm back down there. Hope you enjoyed the blog. And like I say, regarding the picture bit, I'm no expert, just what I've learned. Use your imagination, and those are the tools that I use for blogging and obviously for taking my pics. So if you're out on the bank, hope you're catching some, and I'll see you about sometime. Cheers then, thanks then, bye bye.